Welcome to lesson 104 of A Course in Miracles. I seek what belongs to me in truth. I seek but what belongs to me in truth. I seek but what belongs to me in truth. And sometimes it just feels that it's just like if you have to dig in and just trust that the truth is there, that the light is there, even though on the outside it seems blurry, it seems conflicted, it seems dark, it seems scary. There is a knowing, there is a trust, there is faith that underneath all this illusion of stepping out of this illusion, there is truth. What is that truth? That truth is that I am peace, that I am love, that I am light, that I am silence. And it's a bit of this is the way I'm experiencing it. Sometimes it's like a bit of even though there's so much movement outside, I trust that I connect to the light because I am light. Yeah. And especially at the moment, as I said, I always say that at the moment, 2022, there is so much movement, in our world. There's so much movement. There is so much movement in our families. There is so much movement in our communities. There is so much movement in our minds, in our emotions. And it's like, okay, how do we connect to truth? How do we connect to my truth, to my light? How do I connect to spirit when there's so much movement? And this is a practice. This is a practice. And we have to do it over and over and over again, just practicing, trusting that although there is, the noise of my mind, which is projected on the noise of my world, in my world, there's a truth within myself. There's a part of myself that knows down deep inside that this is an illusion, and that the light, the silence, the joy, the love is there. And the more I connect to it, the more the outside world also slows down, also relaxes. So this is a practice for us to see that when we are anxious, when we're scared, when we are out of our connection to the divine, our world is shaky, there is so much going on. But when we connect to the divine, when we connect to the God within and God as the source, and there is silence, everything seems to relax around us. And as I always say, and obviously this course says that this is a course for practice. We have to practice it. We have to practice it, even though sometimes it's shaky outside, even though sometimes it seems like there's dark. It's just testing our commitment. It's just testing our will to connect to the divine and our divinity and the light within and God. So the lesson says, I seek but what belongs to me in truth. Yeah. God's gift of joy and peace are all I want. So even though there is movement, even though, sometimes my mind takes me in different places, I seek what belongs to me, that I know that is true. Yeah. And I seek this truth within myself. And this is once again the vertical relationship that we're talking about, because the horizontal reality seems to be moving. seems to be testing us. But the horizontal, the vertical relationship of, a coherence between my thoughts, my emotions, and me, and this divinity, this connection, this divine divinity, which is just in alignment, with the divine, with my truth. This is true. And every time I'm out of this and I fall into the illusion of suffering, I keep remembering to come back again to this truth within. So as I always say, practice, 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 practice. What else can we do but practice? And I'll see you tomorrow for lesson 105.